Greetings from Glasgow, Scotland. Matt Jones out running, and I'm making a short video asking you to save a date and inviting you to two dinners, one in Sydney and one in Seoul, both to celebrate the achievements of Sun-shin. And you might think it's strange that I'm making an invitation, a save the date for a great Korean general here in Scotland, many miles apart, but this monument is actually called the Nelson Monument, the first public monument built in Britain for Lord Nelson, who died in the Battle of Trafalgar. And Nelson was actually known as the Sun-shin of Europe by some great admirals, including the Japanese. And so he's someone who we ought to know more about, particularly in this age of innovation. Sun-shin showed amazing capacity for revolutionising the military art and winning a battle when the odds were stacked against him. Not once, but many times. Well worth reading his history. His statue, as we know, sits outside the Australian Embassy in Seoul. And I'm asking you to save two dates. Hey guys, it's Matt Jones in Seoul, making a quick video to invite you to an important dinner, the Sun-shin Friendship Dinner. And down here on Gwanghwamun, you can see the statue of Sun-shin just outside the Australian Embassy. And across here we've got the old palace, Gwanghwamun, where the Emperor used to reside. And here you can see the Korean flag proudly displayed across the capital, ahead of the 15 August anniversary of liberation from Japanese colonialist rule from 1945. But the date, 14th of August, is significant because it is the anniversary of a famous battle, lesser known by Westerners, called in a small island called Hansan-do, down in the southern part of Korea, where in 1592 Admiral Sun-shin with his forces defeated a vastly superior Japanese navy. It was the beginning of a turning of a war called the Imjin Waran, the Imjin Wars, which fought between Japan against Korea and China, and concluded in 1598, almost just before 1599. Very famous engagement that really helps us to understand Korea, Japan and China even today. We can see the policies of all those three countries reflecting in some regard what took place in 1592. So join us in Potts Point at Kim Restaurant, a great restaurant showing the great fusion and friendship between Australia and Korea, with the head chef David Ralph and his team putting on a great dinner for us. Come and join us. 안녕하십니까?
안녕하십니까?
Yeah. Hey guys, Matt Jones in Seoul, in Jonggu to be precise, which is just south of, or between Gwanghwamun and the Han River. And it's a pretty typical street corner. There's a kimbap Jongguk just over here, which means kimbap heaven. And this sign here is what I've come for, which the first time I've actually seen it, and it says the site of Sun-shin's birthplace, born in 1545. He was born somewhere near here and then lived in Asan as a young man. At some stage ended up down in Hansan-do, where he headquartered his navy, and around where he had his first victories before being killed in battle in 1598, dying of wounds. A inspirational military figure from all of history, who parallels the legend of Nelson. In fact, it's Matt Jones here in Asan at the shrine to Sun-shin on his old family residence here, about half an hour via KTX from Seoul, remembering that the statue of Sun-shin stands proudly outside the Australian Embassy in Gwanghwamun in Seoul. And so it's a great connecting point to start asking questions about what we know about each other's culture and how we take this great friendship forward to make it stronger and more robust and deeper into the future. Europe. I hope to see you. And I'm wanting to invite you to two Sun-shin dinners, Australian-Korea friendship dinners here in Seoul. Two dates, two special dates, which relate to two key victories of Sun-shin in the Incheon Wars, which were fought at the end of the 16th century. A critical time for Korea's history, and Lee Sun-shin proved to be a critical figure in preserving the sovereignty of Korea at this stage.
안녕하십니까.
안녕하십니까.
저는 통영에서 근무하고 있는 문화예술사 옥북주입니다. 통영은 바다가 아름다운 도시이고 이순신 장군님이 한산해진이 있는 곳입니다. 뒤로 보시면 거북선도 있거든요. 많이 다 통영에 놀러 오시고요.
I'd love you to join us. There are going to be great dinners and very important in bridging the friendship between Australia and Korea, which we enjoy, is so robust, and we're going to take to the next level. Looking forward to you joining us. I hope to see you soon. I hope you join us again this year for the Sun-shin dinner in Sydney.